Do you think I need to go and paint that yellow BR, bruv?
Arms house to your mum's house. Arms house to your mum's, to your mum's, to your mum's. Arms house to your mum's house. Arms house to your mum's, to your arms house to your mum's house. To your mum's house.
Easy.
Yalla, right in the lines.
Arms house to your motherfucking mom's house, episode 113.
113.
We are on our way to go meet a legendary bomber.
An inside king, an inside don, someone who's been around a long time.
The indelible idea.
Indelible.
ODEA. DDS,
Yeah, boy.
DTB, FBS, TKS, TVZ, you name it, he's in it, man.
And we've got a nice idea. We're going to try and ride the lines and catch joke with him, man.
Yeah, we're going to try and like reminisce back to them days, you know what I mean? Where we used to just jump on the trains or run around and just, you know, write on things,
But
man.
what were you saying? We're just journalists.
That's the thing. I want to say this now. We are journalists and we are just documenting the culture, all right? These are grown men.
Yeah, exactly.
These are grown men we're about to go meet. They do what they do. We do not encourage this sort of behavior. Put it that way, okay? So peace and love. We're going to head down to Earl's Court Station on the legendary London Underground. Big up to everyone showing love. Leave a comment, leave a like, send us in a listener's question. We got graph critique. We got a listener question as well. Maybe we got all sorts going on.
But we're gonna have a lot of chat with idea, a lot of chat.
We're gonna reminisce.
Don't leave any bait comments, you pricks.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean, we're trying to do these on these hot ones, these nice ones, these different ones. Give you something different. So don't bait it up.
Yeah, man. All right, sweet.
Arms house.
We'll see you soon.
Arms house to your mum's house. To your mum's house.
Getting emptier and emptier. It's getting emptier. Nah, it's full of cheaps. That's it! I told you, motherfuckers! Off you get, lads. Damn! And that's who we're meeting, yeah? Man's on the old central and the first one we get on, bruv. The first one! Oh yeah, so tell me again, what were you just saying? This is what?
That's stealth, man. So that's pure stealth by itself.
Pure stealth by itself, because he's got a mix. He's got a mix of different shit. And stealth, for people that don't know, is you can get a reach in stealth mode and it doesn't even show up.
Yeah, so it comes out like water. But then we've got the mix one as well.
Yeah.
So,
But when does it turn into that? Like 20 minutes?
Soon, no, it'll be 24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah, so it's UV reactive, so it needs the sunlight.
Shit.
So, you know, these trains go outside, so tomorrow morning, that's when it will. So literally, people will be sitting there and they'll be just appearing.
Yeah.
In the morning. They'll be like,
That's
crazy.
Because Zombie uses that a lot on this carriage.
Yeah. That's the spot. That's zombie spot.
In it and banging, I said there's going to be an idea or a zombie reach.
Yeah. First thing.
Probability wise, man.
probability-wise, you know, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. And that's nowadays. Back in the days, it was standard procedure.
Standard.
Man. On the district line, the orange doors.
Even this line, the old central lines, there was so many writers doing the inside.
Yeah.
You get on you fight for space.
But the ideaism reach, I love that, bro.
Yeah, safe, respect.
I love
man.
that, bro.
Love it. Kind of finishes it off, doesn't it? You know what I mean? I used to write
And I like it when you do it with a Z as well.
Yeah, I used to write idea 1 a lot as well. But everyone writes 1, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a reach, bro.
Killer.
Me, I kind of prefer the look of a reach when they've tried to buff it.
Yeah.
You know them ones, and it's like a bit purpley
Nice,
here,
smudge,
and you know it's never coming out.
Yeah. It creates like a nice cloud around it.
Yeah.
And then you just see it makes it stand out.
Yeah. And you know that person was like there, and they just thought, nah, allow it. Like, it's not coming off. Yeah, allow it.
Not getting paid enough for this.
Yeah,
mate.
exactly.
It's too much.
Oi, that was so good. That was a touch and a half, bro.
It's a touch, isn't it?
Touch and a half.
It's crazy.
Say that.
I mean, yo, party people, we're here with the legendary ODEA, aka IDEA. How come
put this in DDS? I'm gonna be in DDS like 4
Funny
times.
guy.
Jesus Christ. You know, we actually got messages from people going, when are you going to stop talking about DDS
Really?
and fucking ancient writers? That's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm proud to be ancient.
Someone else said to me, now that you're in DDS, like, and I was like, no.
That's dope.
I mean, it's
we're
good.
still active, man. Still
That's
loving
the
it.
thing. That we were talking about this before, man. Like, we don't want to be known. This is a lifestyle, and it's a lifelong thing. It's not
That's
just
right.
I'm gonna do it for fun, or
Yeah,
you know
I
the
wouldn't
phrase.
mind sweet.
You know the phrase that fucking irks me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's really fucking insulting.
Yeah.
When someone says, "Oh, I grew out of it."
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
grew. I'm like, grew out what?
I don't hear that, like.
Yeah.
You were never in it, you mug.
You were never in it. You grew out of it. Exactly.
Maybe they didn't grow enough.
Yeah.
They didn't grow enough, so they bounced out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, man. And,
Because I mean, a lot of come and goes, man, over the years.
yeah, exactly.
It didn't mean enough to you. And we were saying, when we were saying in KFC,
Yeah.
how many people you've seen come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cheers,
Not even get
Cheers.
nicked, just
Yeah,
left for being.
just-
Oh, I'm getting a bit bored
They're
of it.
around for maybe a couple of years and then gone, literally.
Exactly.
I mean, I
man.
get it, people have families, have babies, but
Of course.
even then, there's more stayers than the ones that have gone, I reckon.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
far outweighs them, you know?
And the hip hop culture in general is always looked at as a young man's sport or whatever,
Yeah,
in inverted
yeah,
commas,
yeah,
because it's a young genre. You know what I mean? It was started by kids.
Yeah.
But we've grown with it,
That's right.
and now
Now
you
you
can
got-
have grown man shit.
That's
Now
it.
you got like KRS One and other 60-year-olds.
Yeah.
60, 70-year-olds, some of them, you know
And
what I
that's the
mean?
beauty about graffiti now. It's grown so much, so there is generations, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's the mix of people that you meet doing it.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that.
No, exactly.
Can't beat that. We're all different colours, all different ages, all
Yeah.
different backgrounds.
And also,
Right.
because it's so young still, you can trace the lineage
Yes.
easy now, because
You
it's
know
not
the
like...
history as well.
Exactly, and you can...
When we were younger, there was like 2-3 generations above us max.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
that's
And
right.
you knew all of them.
That's
Like we were
right.
chatting about Rosa and
Yeah, they're all the
Cherish,
kings. They're all
Kaz-
the kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now if you're 16, imagine how
Oh,
many generations there is,
yeah.
and what you
Imagine.
can look at, and how you can get
Yes.
schooled and that.
How many names have you seen like coming up?
Yo. Yeah, insane, man. I mean, man, we got so much to get through, man. We know you represent northwest.
Yeah, well, I'm from East, but I lived in Northwest for many years.
Yeah, because I've always associated.
Yeah, I'm
Always thought
originally
North.
Everyone
Golders.
does.
Yeah, that was your
Yeah,
yard.
I
wasn't
was
it?
like Hendon, Golders
Yeah.
Green, but my parents are always from where I am now. So I left home when I was like early 20s, but I was living in Northwest before that anyway.
Yeah.
So I've had a mad sort of up and down. So
always
that's
come-
why many writers and they all say, "Oh, you're from Northwest."
Yeah.
But now they realise I've gone back home.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say, like,
It's cool.
I saw you posted this on your Instagram, that top one,
Oh yeah.
and it was still there.
Still there.
Yeah?
Me and yeah.
Cheers.
Me and Diet was going out doing a lot of pieces.
Yeah, man.
Just linking up.
Still there, bro.
Still there.
What's that, Hampstead?
And if you go towards Crickwood, there's another bridge,
Okay.
and there's a fig and an ODEA there as well.
And you put up PHM.
Yeah.
I always loved that crew. Pure hot moves.
He was helping me paint, innit?
So you're.
That's his crew, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
So there's
Yeah, man.
DDS, FBS,
Yes.
TVZ, PHM,
PHM, PBS,
AC,
AC, I'm in
PBS
AC.
panel beaters.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but that AC sign, that come from my head.
Sharp,
it?
sharp.
Yeah. Oh, the crew was invented in my flat, but we was thinking about what do
How
they
to
call
do
it?
it.
Yeah, how to do it. And then one day
shit.
I was just sketching. I said to the guys who was in my flat, me, boss, son. I said, what about if we do this? And then a few of them just and that was it. We was like, we've got it, bro.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
a
deep
lot of
little
people don't
symbol.
know it because they think,
Nah.
oh, it's cause has repped it.
Of course,
But
yeah.
actually, I thought of that sign.
Whose
That
crew
AC.
is it? Cos it?
No, it was me, Zonk, and Boss. Yeah, we actually started it in my flat.
Okay.
Yeah, Cos might have been there.
It's flat.
Yeah, but it was in my flat, man. You know, you're going through crew names, like,
Yeah.
and we're like, yeah, that'd be a good crew, All City, like.
Having a zoo, doing sketches, and then watch All City.
And obviously, all writers can relate to All City.
But do you know
Well,
what
that's
now?
the
What's
thing.
happened?
Go on.
How many All Cities there are in different countries now?
Yes, you're right.
Bare people.
Yeah.
Look, that's a sick name. Let me do All
Yeah.
City.
Well,
It's
well,
a-
no. When we chatted to Scheme, episode 34 or
Yes.
36, I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
He mentions the All City
City.
came from the basketball tournaments
Yes.
that happened in New York. It meant in all the boroughs,
Wow.
there was the All City tournament.
Sick,
and then the
sick.
writers from back then,
Yeah.
they took that All City thing. That
They
meant
took it.
that you've done those boroughs. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
And that's what All City meant.
And
You took it
grew.
from the basketball.
Yeah.
The term all city comes from basketball tournaments.
Oh,
right? That was a term with like the gauchos, like it was like Harlem and the Bronx basketball team that had the gauchos, right?
Yeah.
And they play all over the city, and that was a term used in relation to basketball, and it somehow floated over to the terminology floated over into Graff.
Because it sounds nice, man. Being All City sounds nice.
Right.
And that obviously, just resonated throughout the world, man. So now there's, All City.
Become
just,
like a saying in graffiti, isn't it? Like,
yeah, exactly.
if you're not All City, you're not really doing, this.
I mean, I've never been All City, man. I one day, man, maybe.
Like in Wild Style when that guy's with his mum, is it Scheme? Yeah. It's like,
That's
I'm
Scheme, yeah.
bombing to All City. I'm for All City.
yeah.
And she's like, what are you talking about?
what
Do you
you-
hear him? All City, like he owns the city. It's so funny.
Exactly what she
You don't
Yeah,
own
it's
shit.
funny.
You don't own shit.
But if you're growing up in Graff, you want to be All City, man.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
more
yeah.
the better.
That's the goal. That's the
Yeah,
aim
yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of the
yeah,
day. I mean, man, and you had, and that's the thing. There's one thing about going All City once,
Yeah.
but there are people who've done it twice,
Yeah.
3 times, 4
Yeah.
times, 7 times.
Yeah.
And like we were talking to you earlier as well before
Even
we
with,
got.
with different names, even.
Yeah.
All City with different names.
For real.
That's like next level.
real.
But we were talking about when you want to have longevity, you kind of have. We've spoken about this with Mean as well. Like you can't be constantly.
That's
I mean,
right.
very
'Cause
few.
It's gonna
people-
catch up to you.
It's gonna
Something
catch
you're
up.
gonna catch something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's that type of game, innit? It's like you're taking risks every day, man.
Yeah, it's like spinning plates.
And if you get deeper into it, you might think you're not taking bigger risks, but you are.
yeah,
Because it's addictive. That's the addiction.
Yeah, you get accustomed to the
Yes,
risk.
Yeah.
get more complacent.
Yeah, that's
as well.
exactly right.
Yeah, and that's a
But,
dangerous
I
game.
mean, graffiti writers are clever people, man. And we get to, as you know, we get in all kinds of places.
I mean, for some right, you're right. They are clever, savvy,
Yeah.
but they can be very dumb as well
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly.
But then it takes making mistakes. It's usually trial and
Yeah,
error
that's
before they
right.
learn.
That's
Unless
right.
you have mentors who kind of
That's
instill
right.
it in
Yeah.
you young.
That's
you know?
right.
What about you? Do you like have no photos or like external
I
HD
used to have
card?
I used to have a lot of stuff, and it all got took off me when I got raided by police.
Oh, right.
And
So
I
now
had
what? Are you
a
like more
box
cautious?
full of magazines, all photos.
right.
And as I kept getting nicked for Graff quite a lot when I was younger, it just become long to get all that.
Yeah.
Do you know, I wish I had persevered, but
But now what are you saying? Like if you went and did a panel, would you put it on an HD card and store it at your
no,
girls?
I would.
All
Yeah,
of
I'd
them
do it
things.
digitally. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would.
And it wouldn't be in your house.
No.
And there's no reaches
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
and your door and that in your
Yeah,
house.
I haven't touched a panel for about 4 years. I did go touch an overground train, you know, the new ones that go Liverpool Street.
What a stinking yellow BR, bro.
A stinking BR, but they look kind of, they're still overground, innit?
Yeah.
But to me, I know it's still not.
Oh, what, London Overground
London
one?
Overground,
Yeah.
Stratford trains and that.
Yeah.
Got to do my first outline, but I threw up an I did, didn't it? So it weren't ODEA. ID, and then I was filling in the 2 letters and then looked to the left and we just saw an army of like torches coming down.
Nah.
We was right at the first car, so we just ducked down the tracks and got in the whip. Gone.
Is it the Earl's Court, you said?
Nah, this was up in North London.
Alright.
Yeah.
Big up.
I can't. I just love to be able to, the fact I can come out now and I've had kids. Once in a while, come out and do a panel. I feel lovely, you know.
Australia, shout out everyone on
Big
Australia
up.
and Glasgow, all over the place. They might not know. Back in the mid to late 90s, every fucking train door was done by one of you lot.
Yeah.
Particularly yourself.
Yeah.
Now, was there...
And Steez. I always want to pick up Steez for the insides.
Steez and Keane as well,
yeah.
up in East London.
Yeah,
Keane,
yeah.
I remember seeing them on all the districts, on
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the middle doors, you know, the brown doors.
Yeah, man.
But what I kind of want to envision, like, take us back to that time, where because I heard stories of you lot. They would sometimes the tactic would just be like bum rush the train, bare of you. No, you're not going to get any hero factor. Everyone's just going to read.
It's more like a train jam. We just
like, rush it.
Yeah.
Or were there more covert ways? How do you kind of
we
zero
were
down?
more tactical with it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do like a bit of what we're gonna do tonight. You're gonna see how we run it.
Yeah.
So, but other times when it's a get together, it's fun.
Yeah.
But we're only gonna get one train done. Where I prefer to get as many as possible and not get seen by anyone.
So like the time of day obviously is
Yeah,
important.
all counts.
Yeah,
Like,
which part of the lines, like, because we're heading now to the end
We're
of
going to the end of the line.
where obviously it gets more
yeah,
dead, more
it gets
dead.
quiet. You'll see this will get empty as we go up.
Yeah.
And
And
then when we change to the other side, we're good to go.
Then we're good to go. And usually, I mean, this might seem very obvious to us lot, but like I said, there's people listening who might not have a fucking clue. You'd get on a train, batter the carriage, jump out, wait for the next train, jump on that, or would you make your way all the way down that same train?
No, well, what we do is we'll get on a train and we'll ride that down until we've hit like at least 2 carriages.
Yeah.
On a good night, we'll move down, start on the back, and we'll get off at the 3rd carriage. So we'll be, by the time we get off, we'll be like 4 or 5 stops down. And then what we'll do is we'll rotate. We'll go back up and go back down.
Okay, round
So in
and
one night, we do 4 hours. You know, we're hitting like over 10 trains.
How many central lines are running at one time? Do you know? Is it about 50 or is
I
it
think
more
the
than
biggest stock in the underground is Northern Line and Central Line.
Okay.
So Northern Line is 130 trains, if I remember right.
Oh shit, okay.
And the Central Line is close behind. It's not as much, but like 119 or something.
So within a
It's lot of
4-hour
trains.
period, you could probably hit around half of them.
Yeah, you could,
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say half, but
maybe
a
not
big chunk.
Nice.
I mean, it's a
sizable
lot.
chunk.
I mean, even in 4 hours, you have to put a bit of work in.
Do you get upset if you get on a train and you don't see your tag on it?
Well,
You
yeah.
got,
if-
hold on.
If I've been active and I'm not seeing nothing, like the buff's keeping up, I must admit I get a bit upset.
Yeah.
But I'm active, bro. So fuck the buff, man. We like them to try and keep up with us. Yeah.
Which they ain't doing, motherfuckers. Which they ain't doing.
I mean, if you look through, I've got inside on the next carriage.
Oh, is it?
I've only just look stealth. If you look through.
Yeah,
It's on that
we'll
side.
get through. We'll go through. We'll take some
We
bids.
can walk through.
So this leads me on to like kind of talking about back then and to nowadays. Like for example, you showed us that mad what's it called, the stealth
Scriber.
ink.
Oh yeah, the stealth, yeah.
And like so the changes, the differences.
Yeah.
The differences between back then to
Yeah,
now. What
yeah.
are some of the major ones
Oh,
for
the
you?
major
would you
differences
say?
is the availability of products.
Of product. You can just get your hands on it.
Paint, pens, ink, everything's gone tenfold.
It's readily
So
available at
it's
any
like
time.
we used to be racking in Woolworths and then all the shoe shops for our ink.
Yeah.
But it would work, we'd get by. But I mean, and racking all the art shops.
Yeah.
But now the ease of it is kind of beautiful.
Do you remember going out miles away just for racking?
Yes, I
And
do.
then not telling, or one of your brethren tell someone the plot. Oh, we
Yeah.
went Alperton to get fit.
Yes.
And like, why are you telling the plot?
Yeah.
And then everyone's going Alperton to get fit.
And
You're
then
like,
that brother
nah.
who told it, who leaked it, would be getting stuck on. Why are you telling people plots, bro?
Yeah. But
funny.
just for wrecking.
Yeah,
and
man.
now, like you say, you get it delivered to your house.
Yeah, man.
Just delivered to your
Just
house.
order that shit. See what I mean? Or you can just visit the graff shop.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful.
Or
I
you
mean,
would go to the spot.
That's the one. That's a lot. This is a lot. So this
He's holding the purple dye fibbings,
purple
baby.
fibbings, top
The
Top Goods.
stainer.
Yeah,
The
very
indoor
good.
stainer.
Seen a lot of action, that stuff.
This
Lot of
is. I remember back in the 90s, early 2000s, there were 2 shops I knew.
Yeah,
there was one in
Holborn,
Greenford and Holborn.
Holborn and Liverpool Street as well.
And Liverpool Street.
Yeah.
Now the Greenford one had Maltonian. back,
Yes,
not
I know that.
Fibbins. That was it.
Maltonian was good as well.
That was dope.
And before this come out, the old Maltonian used to be in Woolworths and
yeah.
certain shoe shops.
Before the Woolworths.
Punch and Maltonian.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But it was never
I love
purple,
this
was
shit.
it?
Never purple.
Yeah.
So that's why when this come out, everyone was on it.
And for those that don't know, this is shoe leather dye,
Dye.
for dyeing
Yeah.
shoes. And the reason why it was cool because it came in really cool colors, oxblood,
colour, oxblood,
but the
dark
purple,
brown.
dark brown,
All the normal colours, blue, red.
navy blue,
Yeah.
green.
But like you said, the green was good.
Yeah,
I remember Iron using an Able. They were using the green
able.
on the Little Macs.
Yes.
And everyone else was using oxblood or purple. And then they come out with the brown and green. And the insides were just looking crazy.
Actually, that brings me. I've
Crazy.
mentioned this on the pod before about my man Frez. He had like a chemistry set, and he would like drop in a pipette like different mixes of
I've heard
Fibbins
about this,
for
yeah.
his pens.
Yeah.
Like, but I remember the '83 bus.
Yeah.
You and Frez used to catch mad
Yeah.
insides,
We
right?
used to bomb that line hard.
Yes.
Because where I lived on it, and also he did as well, I remember. That's
Yeah.
mad you remember that.
Well, no, I chatted to him. I told him you're going to be on, and he said, "Yo,
That's
remember
crazy.
these days?" Yeah.
Every bus,
on the
man.
'83 bus.
83.
Yeah, 83s and the 183s, we used to destroy them.
Oh,
like
mate.
the top windows would be poskered out.
Oh yeah,
You
the
know?
windows.
Yeah, all different colours, like multicoloured window. The
Do you
whole
remember
top
that?
deck.
The bus going past, you stand on the pavement and you look up at the bus and you can see the backwards reaches and they were battered.
Sick.
Well, me and Frez learned how to do our tags backwards,
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
we did it
yeah.
on the window, so that from the outside you
Yeah.
could see it, you know.
A lot of
and then the
people go
lean
down that
outs
route.
as well, because
Yeah.
the slide windows,
Yeah.
and you lean your hand out,
Yeah.
just blind trying to do tags on
Sick
the
reaches.
outside.
And then if you're on a bus and you see it, you're like, wow.
yeah.
Or even from the road, like you see that, you'd be like, wow, that's a reach.
Sick. I forgot about that.
So
The
this is a
lean out
nice long stop here. So
Yeah, what's this? Where are we now?
I think it's Greenford to somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're heading out west.
We're nearly
west.
there.
And then all of these after like right slip to right slip to right slip. That's mad.
Mate is coming as well, so he'll meet us up there sometime.
So what do you do? Let's say if you're catching a tag, it's during the day.
Yeah.
There's a couple people on the. Let's say a middle-aged woman goes, "Hi, how dare you? What are you doing there?"
yeah,
What would you ignore them and just walk away,
Yeah,
or
I'm
would you
not
be
out
like,
to
"Shut
scare
up, bitch?"
people. Like, I just the less interaction, the better.
The better, yeah.
So ideally, I like them not to see me. That's how I move. But we judge people, innit? There's a lot of young people. We get on, they love it.
They love it.
Especially when I'm with my boy. Even if I'm on my own, they'll see me and they'll be like, "Oh, let me have a go" and stuff like, you know.
Yeah, if it's a middle-aged
It's not-
woman, I don't want to
It's
cause her any
definitely
grief.
changed, yeah. But you got to be careful, man.
Of course.
Because just the other week we ran off White City platform just because someone saw us. And we're normally very good, but
What?
that night-
Someone saw you and then
by the time we
pulled
got
up.
yeah, they'd seen us further up the line, I think. And then when we got to White City, we got off the train. There was like 5 of them standing there, all with walkie-talkies, all orange.
Oh, shit.
And we didn't even wait for them to say excuse me. We just ran, we ran through them, yeah, and just ran off the end of the platform in front of the train and everything. And they were going, no,
Yeah, they can't do it. They can't do it. So they're like,
they
no,
were
no, no.
shook.
And also now they got to stop the line. They can't run the
Yeah.
trains no more.
And
Everyone's
literally,
getting
we ran down for literally, like, you guys know, you go around the corner and we got off there.
Yeah.
And we come out near like White City
Oh,
Station.
like that battered
like,
women's
round-
hostel. That's what that is. Yeah.
Sort of further down from the BBC.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
crazy.
let me show you this. Can I just show him something else?
Yeah, sure, but we can't show that on the pod, right?
No.
No, okay. It's showing him more train
Oh,
videos and pictures.
Sick. Oh, another one. Look at the knee. Oh man, that
Innit?
is sick.
Vizzo at the beginning.
Who done this? True and Rich.
I don't know. Oh, geezer who writes Rich, isn't it? Richie.
Yeah, oh, is that Richie? Oh, sick.
Oh, boy, look at
2, what? How many is that? 2 top to bottom whole cars?
Yeah.
That's
Vizzo at
crazy.
the beginning.
That's crazy. Crazy train. Especially to see that in London, innit? I
It's
love
crazy.
it.
Really
Where's this
cool.
Barron's Court?
Stamford Brook, bro.
Oh, Stamford Brook.
They done it.
Sick. Top to bottom colours.
But the names on here, yo, Vizzo,
big.
Teach, Cough, Pies, Neat, bro.
Neat out.
Salute all them lot, man. but we
back.
can't show you the pictures, so you know what I mean. Like we're just giving them blue balls now. You know what I mean?
What? Cough will stab me in the neck.
Yeah, okay. So, what was your favorite line to bomb back in the day,
Back
and then
in the
your
day.
favorite now?
I'd say, well, we're on one of them, Central Line. Then I
Central.
had Bakerloos and Northerns were my favourite. But on top of that, it's hard because I love the Little Mets and I love the old Big Mets.
What about the district though?
And the
man?
districts as well.
District was my
I used
favourite.
to associate you with the
Little-
Northern.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that
But I'll
was
tell you,
bad.
my outright favourite was the Little Mets back in the day. Just because the insides and the way,
The
even
doors,
the yards,
bruv,
yeah. And the way it travels, like,
miss those.
you know, like the old New York trains, they travel, it's elevated.
Yeah, elevate outside.
So when I was coming up, I used to think, oh, this is the line.
Yeah.
You know, because I used to go to Latimer Road and just
Yeah.
watch trains.
Yeah.
And just feel good that I'm up there. You're
Yeah.
elevated.
And it would go underground a bit and then come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sick line, bruv.
Yeah, sick line, bruv.
And the inside, the way the doors, they were just
It was sick.
perfect.
And you had that black bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at us getting upset
Crazy.
about train stock.
You know what? We had this sent in a bit of fan art when when they heard you were coming on.
Okay.
Mutlaq
Wow.
from Mauritania. He
Oh,
did
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah, it's a nice
That's a
little outline.
nice little outline. I like that.
Yeah, I'll send it to
Oh,
you. Yeah,
respect, man.
yeah, big up.
Nice.
Prez,
Prez's
man.
got style, man.
Yeah.
He's
Always has.
bad man, no doubt.
Fritz was always one for telling me if you don't get the star perfect, then it's unacceptable. I mean, ideas have come out here with a nice style, it's
Yeah,
good. You know,
I
you've
like
done it
the
in 1
butter.
second.
Although it's got that double bit there, which
Yeah.
is I don't know.
Later on, John, don't forget.
inside.
Oh, well, okay, now we got an empty carriage. Now wait, can I just say one thing? Me and Frez,
Yeah.
when this happened, everyone got off the carriage. We'd all go, "Orale, orale." That means everything's cool.
Everything's cool. We're nice. You
Orale.
can get a couple.
Ah, you know what?
No,
No, look.
Oh, yeah. Let's hand this to you.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to film it. You've got to go.
Do you want me
No,
to
we're
take-
filming. We're
Do
filming.
you want me to bomb?
Careful opening
What is
it.
it, Fibbins?
It's fibbins, but it's a
what's that
mix.
on your
It's a
phone?
mix of all sorts of fibbins in there.
This looks cool.
But it's got purple, it's got navy fibbins, it's got a whole bunch of fibs in there.
Ah, look how fat you really is, bro.
Get it with your phone.
Holy shit, 25.
Yeah, it's 2025.
Yeah, this is sick. This is sick.
Boom boom DDS, boom boom.